All right, y'all. Figured I'd do an early morning type of update. It's about 4:42. Um, Basically, sadly, I wake up in a pretty decent amount of pain. Um, I have to wait about 45 minutes for the PRN slash medication they give you when randomized pain happens to kick in. But okay, so basically on the update, this leg, I guess my only leg, my I've worked it out so much. Basically, it is swollen. Um, I know I was pretty dang beast before, but ankles are measuring around 28. Mid calf measured 48. Top knee measured 42. We haven't actually gotten to the thigh, and keeping it elevated has helped a little bit. But basically, from working out, use and gravity have caused swelling to collect so harshly that multiple times my legs felt like a balloon. For some reason, I'm still not allowed to use any bit of this arm. They said basically what I was told the last time at the hospital, they said was incorrect. And this needs to heal for, longer than I'll even be here. That is almost the same with this arm, that's the part I'm not quite certain with. I'm allowed passive range of motion, no weight bearing on the shoulder. So I've been doing a lot of shoulder exercises. Totally weird, but I can fully raise my arms, both of them. Be hard to do with the camera, but I'm not gonna. Both of them above my head, I can do that. I can't really do it very well because just how much muscle I lost. I can also do this with that shoulder. All of this seems very easy. You have a rotary cuff shoulder surgery, and apparently you get a frozen shoulder really quickly. So if that ever happens to you, make sure you're doing your PT. Otherwise, you're going to be pretty immobile. And does it hurt? Yeah. Muscularly, it's going to feel like you just did way more working out than you're used to. The level of burn I feel when leg exercises and shoulder exercise is absolutely insane. When I come back, for sure, I am sore. And the soreness goes away, and the next day I check mobility in my ankle, knee, pain towards anything like that. I'm not having any of that, so it's all muscle pain. But I can tell you straight up, my shoulder right now feels like I did 30 minutes total yesterday. Yesterday was a rest day. Today I have nothing planned. And I'm talking about I am still sore. And I'm sure on Monday I have 3 hours of something planned. It might be 2 hours PT, 1 hour OT. It might be 3 hours of PT. It's never been 2 hours of OT and 1 hour PT, but it's mostly PT. And yeah, they definitely work you. I'm quite happy that it seems like I'll go home. Oh, if I had to bend my knee with some level of strength in my leg. I can already stand up. For an update, I can stand up. I can for 10 minutes. I have not taken any steps. Basically, the inability to use my hand has prevented me from even being able to try. Um, I've used platform walkers to stand up, but basically, I have to literally have people hold them down. Sorry, I keep wiping my eyes. It's 4:50 in the morning now, um, but um, I dress myself, completely showering myself. I can't wash my back. That should be obvious. Um, and I can't dry myself. It's too rigorous. It involves too much weight. But I can wash myself, which is, you know, steps towards the ability to do all this stuff myself. Like I said, a lot of this feels ridiculous, borderline toddler esque. But well, man, I got really fucked up in that accident. To be honest with you, it was a bad accident. So there's some updates on what I'm able to do. Insofar as updates on what I will be doing, there's going to be more strength training. Inevitably, we're going to have a house walk through. My fiance, the man, she's killing it, is setting up the house to be as wheelchair tolerable as possible. So that should be done way before I'm ready to get out of here. And we already have bear crutches there, so I will as soon as possible transfer into that. Then of course there's going to be outpatient PT, and they'll be setting up um, a primary care physician for when I leave. Apparently, they're not allowed to do it when I'm here. They're not allowed to bring me to primary visits. I'm not sure why. Um, that may be just a house rule, if you will. That may be universal. Uh, Me and my fiance think it's kind of something similar to like a liability issue. Um, I will say um, I'm in the middle of making ortho do their job. As of currently, it's been very hard to get medical records. Basically, they sent some contradictory information, and now I want to know why. They don't really want to help in that process. Luckily, Northern Colorado Rehab Center / hospital, whichever you want to call it. On Monday, they're going to get me that paperwork, and then I'm going to submit that to my insurance team because something kind of funky's going on. That's about all I'm going to say on that. But something kind of funky's going on right there. Just make sure if anything like this ever happens to you, um, if you cannot advocate for yourself, reach out to your insurance company. A lot of the times they have advocates. Um, if they don't, you may need to pay for one, and I'd still recommend that option. But you do need somebody advocating for you. Sometimes hospitals or rehab centers actually also have what they call care advocates, and that's always a good option. Not being able to yourself, like me personally, my whole family, I grew up with healthcare around me, and I studied 2 years of law, so I do actually kind of have a good navigatory path on how to deal with that, how to make sure your patient rights are being obeyed. If they're not, whatever yada yada. But make sure that should be a very large priority, especially during large operations.